Hello. Hope everyone's doing well today. Yeah, Paige's emote. It got approved yesterday, so you can start using it. She's actually on my lap right now. It's a little cramped because my computer chair isn't a big one, but I can still sit cross-legged, and then she'll just sit in my lap. And she's got her nose resting on my desk right now. Hello everyone. Hello Rob, Real Person, Argo, Shinryu, Skyversa, Emerald, Kuboros, Eps. I'm doing quite well. I'm actually compiling a new build for Freedom Planet 2. Because I got inspired last night and I like completely redid the Titan armor fight. The second one in Inversion Dynamo. Well, I didn't completely redo it, but I did add a second phase to it. So it should feel a little better. I feel like it deserves its high health pool now. So yeah, I'll push that out. Maybe after the stream is over. Oh, Paige. Paige has been extra affectionate today. Like, usually she'll leave me be for a few hours before she wants something, but like she's been constantly coming into my office and like asking for attention. I love her. Yeah, she's a cuddle bug. So yeah, I usually don't let her lay up on my lap, but I'll make an exception today. Oh yeah. Oh, it's done compiling. Okay, I will just put it on the beta branch for now. In case anyone wants to test it out. Build the full version. Oh my gosh, I love my doggies. Sammy and Paige. They are the reigning king and queen of this household. It's hard to argue with that. Okay, it is compiled. I am going to the build settings. Oh, something else that I added in this version is that there are now alert icons on the world map for exits. Like if an exit takes you to a map that has a new stage on it, then the exit itself will have a notification as well. I just need to add one for hub areas, because like the Battlesphere doesn't get one. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a package I've been waiting for a while in the mail. I got it right here. Let me see. Why don't I wish I could do an unboxing, but I need a second webcam for that. So I'll just settle with like taking photos and then uploading them to my PC. Oh yeah, Shuigang Arc. That was the main reason that I added the notifications to exits, because Shuigang Arc does not have a cutscene to indicate when it's starting. And the northern exit above the palace can be a little hard to notice at first. Hello, Gun Griffin. I'm doing a pseudo unboxing right now of a package I got. I say pseudo because I don't have a second webcam, so I'm just gonna take photos. Oh gosh, I hope nobody walks by the main window and makes Sammy like start barking like crazy, because then Paige is gonna want to jump right off my lap. Okay. Shoot. Shrink. Lower, please. Sorry, this is scuffed, but doing an unboxing. I got some new dice. I haven't actually played D&D, but I just like collecting D&D dice. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to continue unboxing it. This is actually 2 sets. Yeah, they're kind of like Ashley dice. But I got this from Kobold Labs on Etsy. Yeah, the guy who runs it, his name's Barnaby. He's really nice. Okay. So, first set. Okay. Oh, these look so nice. Oh, they smell so good too. They smell like fresh paint. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you, Martin, for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, let me get down from here. Hold on, my shoe hooks are stuck. Okay, there we go. Haha. Okay, let's see. Take another photo. Okay. Cool bad avatar. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like, I feel like almost every stream, like the past 3 streams that I've had, somebody's asked about my opinion on Rishabat. It's nice. But yeah, I dig her style. But I don't want her to steal any of my crystal skulls. So, I will, admire her from a distance. Okay. I need to upload this photo. Okay, photo number 2. Okay. So, this is the Morningstar set that I bought from Kobold Labs on Etsy. It looks really nice. I like the, it's like a the dice are black, but, there's also like a glittery gold finish on top. I just like the spikes on it too. It's really cool. And what's really cool is that there's also like a miniature set too. Oh, who dat? Who dat? I can't read that text. Did you just gift me something? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, tier 1. They gifted a tier 1 sub. Oh, thank you, Gun Griffin. I appreciate that. Oh, Mac version of Freedom Planet 2. Gosh, we had one working a while back, but since then Apple has changed their certification process. So we basically need to go through the same like kind of steps as we would a console release, where it needs to be like verified by Apple. So it's a shame, but right now we're just focusing on the PC release for now. Alright, I am now opening up the miniature version of the Morningstar dice set. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. Ah. I can't even put into words how tiny these are. Gosh. Alright, I'm gonna take another photo. I want to show you all how tiny these dice are. Okay. Alright, and take a photo. I apologize for not reading chat right now. I'm just uploading these. Because for those who have just walked in, I do not have a second webcam, so I can't do a true unboxing just yet. Oh my gosh, these dice are so cute. Alright, so you see that glass vial there? That's the miniature set. And, like, the regular size dice are just like standard dice size. Like the size of the tip of your finger. So, the miniature set's even smaller. Oh my gosh. Tiny. That's so small. Wishing you a pleasant stream, Spacey. Thank you, Anne. Oh my gosh. They're so small. Small dicey. Yeah, kobold size. Oh, the dice have children. Yes. Oh my gosh. That is really impressive. Just the fact that Barnaby was able to mold these at such a tiny size and do like the gold glitter on them too and make the numbers legible. Like seriously, I can read like on the 100 die, I can read like both digits. Like it goes all the way from 10 to 100. I wish I could take a clearer photo of them, but gosh. Very impressive work. I'm impressed. I think it was money well spent. This will make a fine addition to my collection. Dice for ants. Oh my gosh, yeah. I like it. Very impressive. I believe the miniature dice set was only $30 US. And the big one was $50. Let me double check. Purchase history. Okay, yeah, the miniature dice set is $31.50 US, and the Morningstar set, the full size set, is roughly $54. General check, Kenobi. So small. Okay, so let me just put a little text there so you can see what the name of the shop is. Text. I'll just type it in chat. Kobold Lab on Etsy. Oh, thank you, Coco, for the follow. I appreciate it. I just did like kind of a pseudo unboxing of a pair of dice that I got that are really cute. Like the big dice are the size of like a regular dice. Just like the size of a fingertip, and then the little vial has like extra small. Yeah, it's such a unique mold. Yeah, he's got a bunch of really cute creative sets. But yeah, once I get a second webcam, I also wanna like I think it'd be fun to do a like a show and tell of my dice collection. I've got like a whole briefcase full of dice. D&D dice to be specific. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah, Etsy's got good stuff sometimes. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to take it easy today, but obviously, I'm kind of working simultaneously while streaming, which I shouldn't be. Very pretty bat. Oh, I thank you. I appreciate it. I am working on patches for our game that just came out last week, Freedom Planet 2. It's a high-speed platform game. Like I guess it's similar. It's been compared a lot to Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's got a bigger focus on like combat and like tighter controls and stuff. Oh, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, Silver Cloud. Roll my entire collection for massive damage. Yeah. Yeah, the patches are for bug fixes, quality of life additions, just to make certain things a little like easier to read, and balance changes. Lilac getting in the frame makers. Yeah, I have discussed that with them, and we decided that it's not the right time. But the game looks very interesting, I must say. Do you regret making the scope of FP2 so big compared to the first? Not at all. I mean, obviously there are big challenges with a long-term project such as Freedom Planet 2. Like the 7 years that it took for us, given our team size and budget, meant that life often got in the way. Like sometimes we would need to take extended breaks, or we needed to focus on more pressing stuff, like in real life or with other projects. But we got there and we made it. We made it work. I am quite grateful for that. But I definitely would like to, for our next game project, I want it to be like a bit smaller in scope. Because it's kind of interesting to think about, like, if every game project that I made from now on was, like, took the same amount of time as Freedom Planet 2 and was just as big, I would have maybe like 3 or 4 games left in me before I reached retirement age. Which is a little scary to think about, but I think it'd be fun to do like one more like huge game project later on, but I want to focus on a few smaller ones for once. Yeah, how dare life do bad things to us all. Oh yeah, Shovel Knight Dig. That looks so good. Oh my gosh, I want to play it, but I have to catch up on the other Shovel Knight games too. I want to do like a week or two devoted to Shovel Knight games. Had Nier not been planned a playable character, would it have just been the main 3 girls? Or was someone else originally planned playable? It would have just been the main 3 if Nier wasn't included. Yeah. First comes first, never think developing a game is more important than your fellow workers. Absolutely. I go to great lengths to ensure that nobody feels like they're being forced to do something. Like, especially after the crunch that I put myself through finishing the original game. That convinced me that we needed to employ like an anti-crunch mindset going into the future. Suddenly, a random wishbone has entered into your chat. Anyway, hello, Spacey Bat. Hi, Solar Wishbone. First time being here. How are you doing today? I'm doing quite well. The adrenaline of our release last week has finally worn off, and like a couple days ago, I just like completely crashed, and I took like a midday nap for a few hours, and then I slept for like over 12 hours. So I'm doing better now. Thank you. I was always in good spirits, but it is important to take care of your body. Alex! Hello! Hello! Happy Friday! I hope you're doing well, friend. Oh my gosh, I love your drawing where you're wearing a witch outfit. It's so good. Which level did I enjoy working on? I enjoyed working on all of them. But there were a few levels in particular where I was like really in the zone. And I think the best example of that is Tiger Falls. Like, from beginning to end, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I did it, and like it turned out so awesome. Like the fact that it all like focuses so well on its central mechanic, like the waterfall doors, and just like the whole water theme throughout the stage. I was in the zone. Like there wasn't, because like with other stages, I eventually was able to like make everything click. but it could take like a while before it did. But like with Tiger Falls, like immediately. Paige! No! Ow! Yeah, I was worried about that. Yeah, Sammy started barking, and Paige was taking a nap on my lap, and she heard him, and then she started squirming to get off my lap. And I'm like, ow, ow, ow. But it's fine. She wanted some quality nappy time on mommy's lap. Well, thank you. I was thinking of you while making my new icon. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I could be a source of inspiration for you. Oh my gosh, yeah. silly puppy Paige. Why is that using the default font? I can't. Oh, okay, it's showing in the chat. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you, Slax. Doggies. Yeah, I'll have to fix that next stream because when the pop-up shows up, it's not legible to me. Paige. No barky, hun. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Yeah, we also started setting up fall decorations around the house. Like, we were in town the other day because I really wanted to get burgers to celebrate 1 week from a release. And then we stopped by a few places. We stopped by Spirit Halloween, and we stopped by Lowe's. A few other spots. See what we could find. I like decorating in kind of like a chic way, like more of like a cutesy fall Halloween setup. So I got some like plush pumpkins to put on our couches and stuff. Yeah, decorations are so much fun. Yeah, spooky month soon. I think it's just, yeah, it's only like a week away, right? Until spooky month. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I should, like, make myself a new stream layout for it. I bet it'd be fun. My house is absolutely cutesy-fi with Halloweeny goodness. I'd love to see pics of yours, Spacey. Yeah! I could take some photos and then do, like, another Zatsudan stream where I just, like, share photos of our decorations. That'll be fun. Anything spooky related you want to stream during October or close to Halloween? I'll think about it. I'll try and think about, like, because I'm not, like, super into the horror genre. But I'll see if I can find anything that, like, fits the Halloween aesthetic. Chatty Betty Spooky Stream. Chatty Betty Spooky Stream. Chatty Betty Spooky Stream. I unfortunately do not decorate because Brazil doesn't have that strong sense of Halloween. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I imagine it's not like a universal holiday. Like, it's more, it's definitely way more popular, like, here in the US. At least the Hallows Eve part. Stream games with bats. That would be interesting. I could play some games with bat protagonists. Hollow Knight. I haven't played Hollow Knight before. That might be interesting. Hoping to have a party to celebrate a big life event with someone who I went to high school with 27 years ago, doing the same thing. Oh, that sounds cool. I hope you have fun. Oh, I sent you some footage of some Pumpkin Jack gameplay. Did you get a chance to check that out? Yeah. Oh, no, where was that sent? My Galaxy Trail email account? Or was it on, like, a DM? Games about skeletons. Yeah, games with skeletons in them. I could do, like... I could do, like, a tier list of video game skeletons. based solely on their aesthetic. But I'd have to find a good like repository of skeletons to have as a reference. There's that Twitter account that is like dedicated to just posting pictures of skeletons in video games. Maybe I could like browse through that and populate my tier list that way. Sans is gonna win again. Oh my gosh, yeah, like how would I even rank them? Like, I mean, of course aesthetic, but like you can't really rank how good they are since I haven't played like all the games that have them. Rank in ways of if you'd eat french fries with them. That's a good idea. Nice. Oh, let me take a sippy. I hear Paige clawing on the living room window again. I wish she wouldn't do that. Because every time we clean it, like spray clean it, they either start scratching on it right after or start licking on it to try and get to the people outside. Oh my gosh. It is perpetually coated in slobber, like the bottom part. Paige, what you doing, honey? She has gone silent. Yeah, I have to remember to get a second webcam. Not only so I can do like unboxing stuff, but also I can make it my Sammy cam. And then I could point it at the puppies when they come in. Maybe she thinks enough slobber will open up the window. Yeah. There's also a very deep lore in Monster Crown. Oh, I haven't heard of that one. Oh, I know what I can do. I can give him a snacky. I'll do that. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some carrots for him. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Heading Miroslav for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm back with some carrots for my puppies. Stay. Can you hear Sammy chewing on his? Crunchy carrot. They love carrots. Face tracking made me look I was about to puke a few minutes ago. Yeah. I don't know why, but my model gets a really disgusted expression when I look down. Like... I thought I sent it to your Spacey Bat channel, but sometimes I guess I didn't, but I sent it now. So it is in your notifications. Okay. I'll check that after stream. Paige! She left some of her carrot. Here. Hold on a second. Paige! Paige! There you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for some reason she's just run out into the living room, but Sammy's staying here and doing his. Oh, crunchy carrots. It's really cool that you have the option to be so expressive, though. Yeah. Yeah, I like, I'm very surprised how expressive my Spacey Bat model came out, considering this is like my first live 2D model. It's so cool. Like, I have a few like expression toggles too. Like, I have sad. I want some chicky nuggies. Can I have some chicky nuggies? Please. And, I have mad. Baka. And, unamused. You know what you did. You forgot to give me nuggies. How does live TV work out for you? I'm getting the hang of it now. I think I'm getting the hang of it. And I now have a better appreciation of the amount of work that goes into some of the more complex models. Like, especially the ones with, like, really good, like, 3D looking hair. Like, you would have to animate every individual hair strand and draw every individual hair strand. Even the ones that you don't, like, normally see behind the head. Like, my hair, thankfully was pretty simple to set up. It's just, like, 6 separate pieces. But, like, more realistic hair would be quite an involved process, it seems like. Yeah, it's a time sink for sure. Like, I found that once I figured out how to do certain things, I could translate that to other parts of the model, but it just takes a while. It's just like a very methodical process. And that's why models can be pretty expensive, like the more complex ones, because you're basically paying for the time that the artist is investing into doing, setting everything up correctly. My in real life hair would be so pretty, but definitely difficult to animate. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it would be difficult to animate, but I think maybe someday I could commission an artist and get like a nice model. An updated model with like extra bells and whistles. And then I would have like a proper like a formal debut. Because when I debuted a couple weeks ago, yeah, it was just like a soft debut. Because you don't really need you don't need have a formal debut in order to start VTubing. Like you can just stream whenever you want. And I thought about like just like streaming with like a PNG image at first, but I was like, I'm gonna give this modeling thing a shot. And I'm glad I did, because it feels extra special when it's made by your own hands. I wonder how bats use headphones. Yeah, like the way my my little ear speakers work, kind of like ear pods essentially, where like the cord is hidden under my hair, and then the ear pods not only let me like listen to audio on like my computer and stuff, but they also like filter audio so it doesn't get too loud, because bats have very sensitive ears. And I feel like I just like have sensitive hearing in general, where like certain kinds of music will just make me cry really easily. Like it doesn't matter what the mood of the song is. Like if I can feel the emotion behind it, then it like really makes my eyes water. Yeah, bats also have poor eyesight. That's why I keep things relatively dark. Either that, or like I can model like a pair of sunglasses in the future that I could wear when I'm stepping outside. Oh. Bat pods. Yeah, I have met the majority of the VA cast. We've gone together to hang out at PAX, and we also met. I also met some of them at the recording studio in Texas, where we did like most of the like voice acting stuff. Let me see. I will pull up the cast list, and then because I know there's a few actors that I haven't actually met in person before. Morgan Berry, she voiced Murga. I've met her. I have of course also met Dawn Bennett many times. And I met Carol T's voice actress, Andy Law, a couple times too, up in the Northwest. And yes, I've met Amy Smith as well. She voiced Mila. Oh my gosh, she has such nice positive energy. We actually like paid for her and her husband to come down to Texas from Australia, and then we did our like our recordings in Texas and stuff, and then we just kind of like factored in the travel costs as like a business expense. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're so happy you met her. Yeah, okay. Ashlyn Madden, who voices Nira Lee, I have not met her, but she did go down to record with some of the other actors in Texas, and they met her. Okay, Edwin Tiong. He actually came from Australia at the same time as Amy. So I was able to meet him in person. And Jason Lord is another long-timer that I've met many times. He's so amazing, and he works so hard. Like, every convention we've been to, like, he's the first to step up and like volunteer to help out with the booth and stuff. And sometimes he'll actually like build decorations for our booth. Like, our last convention was before the pandemic. It was the very last PAX South that they ever had, and we were showcasing Pedal Crash because it had just come out. And he made like wooden like backings to our booth with like the pedal tiles. It looks so good. And Christopher Sabat, I did have the honor of meeting him once. It wasn't for recording, but it was for introducing himself and like the recording studio that we recorded at. So that was super nice. I have not met Sarah Ann Williams yet. She voiced Ah. I've met Lindsay Jones once. She voices Corazon T, Carol's sister. And Victoria Vitti is another longtime friend of mine that I've met many times. Her and Dawn actually went to college together, so she voices Pengu, Syntax, and Princess Cordelia. Okay, who else we got here? Josh Greeley. I met him once. He voices Captain Clow. Oh, they. I apologize. They voice Captain Clow. I met Christopher Guerrero a couple times. He voices the announcer of the Battles of the Year. My Stones, we have a new record. Yeah, they went to college together. Dawn and Victoria went to college together. It's awesome. My Stones. Okay, Marissa Lenti. She owns a studio where we did pickup lines, and we also did recording at her studio for Pedal Crash's theme song. But she's super nice, very professional too. She voices Maria Notte in Green Plant 2 as well. Then of course Alejandro Saab, also known as Sayu. He voices Mayor Zhao. And Sean Chiplock voices Spade in Kingdale. Oh yeah, I have met Alejandro Saab a bunch of times too. We are also longtime friends, and I met Marissa once too. That was super nice. But yeah, I have not met Sean before, but he's a very excellent dude. And sometime after we did all of our recording stuff, when he recorded Spade and Kingdale, he's voiced in some very impressive things since then. Most notably to me is he ended up voicing Rivali, Teba, and the Deku Tree in Breath of the Wild. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome! I could not believe that I was actually hearing his voice when I was playing Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Ravioli. Oh my gosh, and he voices Gunvolt now too. That's so cool. Yeah, he's had many a grand role. And he's very professional. And I think that's all of the main cast. And there were a bunch of people that we invited in to do what they call a Walla session. A Walla is basically when you're recording crowd ambience, people talking in the background and that kind of stuff. We did a Walla with 6 or 7 people for the Battlesphere audience. And you can if you listen to the Battlesphere audience cheering, you can hear this shrill screaming most of the time, and that's Marissa. every time we see her, we're oh geez, Marissa. But that was a lot of fun, having them cheer for Captain Clow in the recording booth. It's so fun. I would love to see what kind of conversations happen in the VG in those. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. +5 voice acting. Will you be able to play Frontiers? If so, will it be on a future stream? Just curious. I am very interested in trying it out. Also, thank you to May for the $2 tip. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm intrigued by Sonic Frontiers. I kind of want to play through all the Sonic games I grew up with in order, but I might make an exception just to get on the Frontiers hype train. Oh, also Alex, thank you for the hydrate reminder. Sippy time. Ah. Oh, look at it. I love you too. I love you too. Suddenly, Captain Cloud, Captain Falcon moveset came to my mind. Yeah. I had a feeling people would draw parallels. Like, if we're comparing strictly Smash characters, I think like he would play kind of like a mix between Captain Falcon and Donkey Kong. Was Spade just bitter during FP1, or was his personality originally planned that way? Well, originally he was just gonna be like a dark, edgy dude, but in retrospect, I think it makes more sense that he was just really ticked off because his father just died. Because, like, I know some Spade fans don't like the way that we're depicting him in the sequel, but, like, I like it. I think it makes him more, like an actual person. Like, he's just, like, kind of a dork most of the time who tries to pretend to be edgy. So, yeah, I could see that. I think, like, looking back on the original Freedom Planet, I'd say, like, he was just, like, very upset at the turn of events. Cloud Punch! And he's got his saying when he launches the Hornbill cannon, like, Typhoon! Long time no see, best line from Spade, yeah! Like, he didn't say that in the first game, but I really wanted him to say it in the sequel. Have you played Crosscode, Spacey? Days ago, the game had a 4th anniversary. Wow, it's been 4 years since Crosscode came out? But I played the demo, and I quite thoroughly enjoyed it. I remember it being pretty beefy for a demo. But yeah, back when it was first had its crowdfunding campaign. Very nice. I might play a full version eventually. Have you always had Spaniel types? Not always. I mean, Sammy and Paige are Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. But prior to them, they were the first dogs that we had adopted in like 10 years. Like, well over a decade ago, we had a golden retriever. Her name was Pooh Bear. And then also a Pomeranian. His name was Rocky. And Pooh Bear passed away from a brain tumor. And then Rocky passed away from cancer shortly after. And, like, both deaths so close to each other just kind of, like, broke our hearts too much. So we this was when I was living with my father still, but we got kind of put off on dogs for a very long time. But eventually I just like had a very strong desire to have a dog again, and that's when Sammy came into our lives. Yeah, they were good dogs. I'm disappointed that, like, they messed up Pooh Bear's ashes, so we don't have anything physical to remember her by, but so it goes. The memory is what counts. Yeah. Like, I don't know why, just one day I just felt like a very, very strong desire to have a dog again. And, like, once Sammy was adopted, that turned my dad's opinion on dogs around as well. And now he, like, I live with my mother now, so when I moved away, I took Sammy and Paige with me, obviously. And he ended up missing them a lot, so he has 3 dogs now. Well, not 3, 2. He also has another Cavalier. I can't remember her name. What was it? Oh, right, Roxy. And then, I believe the other dog is like a hybrid. But, like, not a spaniel, but like a mid-sized dog. I have to ask the species, but his name is Buster. I haven't met him yet, because it's been a while since I've been down to my hometown, but I want to meet them. Yeah, Buster's an excellent doggy name. Yeah, they got Roxy first, and like the week that they brought her home, she ended up falling off the bed in the middle of the night and broke her leg. So that was an ordeal. Thankfully, she is fully healed now, but like they took her to the emergency vet right away, and they put a cast on her and everything, and they had to watch her like 24/7 pretty much. Like whenever she had to go to the bathroom, they had to remove the cast and then put it right back on. And they just had to like keep an eye on her, make sure that she wasn't nibbling at it or anything. And I can't imagine how difficult that was, but they got through it, and then eventually, because if that sort of thing is to happen, it's a good thing that it happened when she was so young and her bones were still growing. And because of that, it's like it never happened. So thankfully everything worked out. Yeah, when I met Roxy for the first time, I had brought Sammy and Paige with me, and she was even crazier than Paige. Oh my goodness, she's such an energetic little puppy. I do not have a pet cat. I used to. Her name was Minion. She was like a short black cat. I think she was born in 2000, so that made her like 21 years old by the time that she passed away. She passed away a little over a year ago. Yeah, when I moved away, I decided it was best that she stay at my dad's house because she had been in that house her whole life, and I was worried that the stress would get to her if I ended up taking her with me. So, yeah. She passed away peacefully in her sleep, so that's good. And then her ashes are on the mantle in the living room in their house. Yeah, sweet baby girl. Yeah, she was a good kitty. Always very quiet. And like, there was a period of time, like shortly after I left, where my sister had to move in because she had lost her house. That was for a couple months. But when she and her kids moved in, my nieces, they ended up playing with my cat so much that it basically got a second lease on life. So that was really cool. Yeah, her name was Minion. And I named her that like 15 years before Despicable Me was a thing. And like when she was still alive, like people were like, "Oh, did you name her after Minions?" And I'm like, "No." I named her Minion when the word Minion was still cool. Huh. Sippy. She's the cool Minion. Yeah. Have I had any other types of pets before? Yes. We had parakeets growing up. And we also had I had a turtle. Like a freshwater turtle. Like I can't remember what species has like the red stripe on their neck. But it was that kind of turtle. His name was Squiggy. Yeah, Squiggy was a good turtle. But eventually I was told that we had to release Squiggy into the wild so that he could find a mate, or else he would pass away prematurely. So that's what we ended up doing. We ended up releasing him into the wild to be with his kind. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually a thing, or if my parents were trying to soften the blow of giving up the pet. Yeah, I don't know. Cause like with our parakeets, they said something else happened to them, but what actually happened is that my dad was cleaning the cage outside, and they ended up escaping and flying away, and they never came back. But whatever, it's fine. Budgies. Yeah, budgies are good. They're good beans. Oh. Oh, you have a pup, Shinryu. Her name's Rally. Named after the main character of Gunsmith Cats. Nice. You have a budgie called Greenie? Oh, nice. Yeah, our budgies, we had a blue budgie. His name was Pokey. And then we had like a green and yellow budgie, named Rainbow. And then we had a gray budgie. I can't remember what the gray budgie's name was. But I remember Pokey and Rainbow quite vividly. Oh, you have a budgie too, real person? My current budgie I named Horace. Nice. Horace is the name of the type of computer that I got a couple months ago. I have a CLX Horace now. It has been a lifesaver for the weeks leading up to our release. Because I don't think my old Alienware computer could keep up with all the stuff that I've had to do between, like, compiling the game. Like Freedom Planet 2 took over an hour to compile on my Alienware, but on the CLX Horse that I got, it takes like 20 minutes. Major lifesaver. And of course, I would credit the Horus for me being able to stream at 60 FPS with my VTuber model, which is really cool. Those are such cute names, Spacey. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. And another sippy I need. Your current pet is a black cat that you've had for almost 13 years now. Oh, nice. Yeah, black cats are sweet beans. They're not bad. They're not bad luck. Black cats are good luck. Oh, your cat's name is Nellie? Nice. Found her in a box outside a vet's place. Nothing known about her. Aw. New computer coming in clutch with FP2's release. Yeah. I am drinking water. Gotta stay hydrated for these chatty batty streams. Yeah, relatively. The Alienware PC was relatively ancient. It's an Alienware Alpha, first gen. I think I got it in like 2015. So like right around the time that we started the original Freedom Planet. Well, around the time that we started the sequel. I heard indoor cats live longer than those that can go outside. Yeah, I heard that too. That would make sense. Like, they aren't gonna get, like, weird, like, bug bites that would get them sick or whatever. And less likely to run into predators and all that. Water, the sippy of chatty betties everywhere. Oh, that is true. Also better for the environment that cats stay inside. Yeah, absolutely. Because cats can, slaughter a lot of innocent birds and other vermin that might be endangered. Oh yeah, I can imagine that too. Like, having a cat be outdoors also risks it being like hit by cars and stuff. Very risky. Like, I was driving back home after going into town the other day, and because I had to pick up my meds. But, like, I saw a dog run across the street, and, like, I slammed the brakes immediately. And thankfully, I was only going, like, 30 miles an hour at the time, so there was no real risk, but it was still, like, kind of scary that people can leave their pets running around outside. Cat's doing cat things. Uh-huh. Oh gosh, I'm so thankful for my car. Like, the few times that I've really had to, like, slam the brakes hard in order to avoid hitting something, like, it's just responded, like, instantly. And in the one case where I couldn't, because, like, there was this one time when Woofle and I were hanging out, like, I brought her over, to New York so we could, like, hang out for a couple weeks. And we were driving back up to my mom's house, and there's this road on the way up, like just before you enter the forest, that's like a double lane, where there's 2 lanes going one way, and then 2 lanes going the other way, and there's like a guardrail in the center of them, dividing them. So we were driving forward, and I saw a deer run across the opposite lane and jump over the guardrail and run right in front of us. So I swerve off the road, and thankfully the deer swerves into a different direction altogether. But I swerve off the road, and we're heading straight for a telephone pole, and I immediately veer to the right again, and my car like responds instantly because like it's like an all-wheeler. Yeah, it's a Subaru WRX. So that was like a real racing maneuver. So I avoid it completely, but like I'm just like sitting there in shock, and I'm like crying, and I'm like, I'm so stupid. And yeah, Woofle thankfully like consoled me, and like we got out of the car together and like kind of like cooled off for a few minutes, and then she drove the rest of the way. So yeah, you gotta be really careful. Gotta be careful. Accidentally hit a dog today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, sometimes it happens, and you can't really blame yourself when it does. Like, you do what you can, and sometimes, like... sometimes there's nothing you can really do, and if you, like, try to do something, that sometimes it makes it worse. Like, especially if you hit something, like, huge, like a deer or a moose, if you're slamming on the brakes right as you're hitting it, you're transferring all the weight to the front of the car, and you're more likely to, like, flip the car over. So in some situations, like, you can't really do anything. It's kind of a shame. But it helps to know what you can do and when you're able to do it, so that you don't panic as much. And thankfully, I had heard enough about like the deer accidents up here to kind of get an idea for like what specifically I could do in that kind of situation. So many leashless dogs out here. Oh yeah. So remember the day your car almost crashed into an owl in the windscreen? Whoa. Ugh. I can't even imagine. I'm grateful you were okay. Oh, thank you, Alex. Yeah, I was fine. I was completely fine. Like, I was just really shaken up because I had never gotten that close to hitting an animal before. Like a big animal. Yeah, deer season 2 is the other thing. Like once hunting season is up around here, then they get a little bit more skittish. But I think it depends on the deer, because like the tourists up here like have a really nasty habit of feeding the deer, so they end up like walking out into the middle of the road and stuff in the center of town. It's actually technically illegal to feed deer around here. You can get like a $200 fine if they catch you. Spacey proving her racing prowess. Also grateful for Woofle's grace. Oh my goodness, yes. I'm so glad that Woofle was there. Going back to what you were saying about being affected by music, I'm curious to know your favorite stage theme in FB2. Oh gosh. I have a soft spot for Magma Starscape. Because, like, one day I just felt like really, like, doing like a hardcore Mega Man X style melody. And I passed that to Woofle, and she's like, "This is perfect. I'm just gonna touch it up a little bit." And yeah, I like Magma Starscape. I really like how Shade Armory turned out as well. And apparently, a lot of people agree with that sentiment because I think it's the most viewed stage music on the Galaxy Trail YouTube channel. And I really like Inversion Dynamo too. Like, even though it's very obviously inspired by, like, Sonic CD's Metallic Madness. Like, Wolf will actually, like, just straight up ask me, "Hey, you want me to go Metallic Madness on this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." Deer is a real issue north of the Grand Canyon. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Oh, thank you, Skyversa, for the stretch reminder. Hold the pose. Okay, thank you. I had the carpool workers up there. It scared me when they went 45 on the narrow winding mountain roads. Deer ambush risk equals maximum. Oh yeah. Like, there are some roads up here that are like straight away and you can see like miles ahead of you where I just like punch it. And it feels amazing. And then there are other roads where the speed limit is technically 55, but I don't feel comfortable going above like 20 or 30. Because like the roads are so winding and stuff. Like, I don't know how any of the locals do that without... And they're not even in like a sports car that can turn really good. They're in like big trucks and SUVs. And they're still going 55 on these winding roads. And I'm like, oh gosh. Buffalo, bulls, or rams. I haven't actually seen any of those animals in real life. Other than, I think, technically bulls. But it'd be really cool to see a buffalo in real life, I think. Favorite drink? That's a tough one. I do like my share of tea if I want something warm. And I love hot chocolate as well. As far as cold drinks go, I like berry juice and orange juice. Does miso soup count as a drink? I assume not, but I really do like miso soup as well. Yeah, take it slow on those winding roads. Oh, thank you, Tricedia, for the subscription. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Gosh, it's so wonderful that people are subscribing to me. I will do my best to make it worthwhile. And I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Don't have a preference personally. Oh, for the Sonic CD soundtracks, I prefer the US version just because like it was the like intended one, but I also do not want to discount the American soundtrack because it's very good on its own merits. And like the musicians of the American soundtrack, like they can't help like the decision that Sega made to have a completely separate soundtrack. So the US version on its own merits is excellent. But like in terms of gameplay, I usually pick the Japanese soundtrack. You deserve all the subbies. Your streams are fun. Thank you. I'm glad y'all are enjoying chatting with me in these chatty Betty streams. Wild buffalo are common where my partner's parents live in Tennessee. There are sides of the roads to pull off and see them. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, I need to travel around to more US states. I really enjoyed my trip to Washington State a few months back. That was nice. But I want to take a trip to California someday as well, because I have a lot of friends that are out there, and there's some specific places that I think I would really enjoy hanging out. I just need to... I need to do my research with like hotels and stuff, because I don't want to like occupy space in any of my friends' houses. Because I'm sure, like, space is at a premium in, like, the major Californian cities. What are your favorite kind of fries? Your favorites are crinkly sweet potato? Nice. I really like red potato fries. Like homemade red potato fries. My mom makes them very well. But I also like, I really like Wendy's fries. Like that style. Where they, like, leave the skin on. Oh, it's so good. And, I think Five Guys has the same kind of fries where they just, like, leave the skin on. I like, nice and crispy. And I also like shoestring fries. Do you have plans to stream Shangmu Architect when a new demo comes out? That might be fun. I could do that. Oh, hello, Silver. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, I should take another sippy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like most kinds of fries. Ironically, I'm not too into sweet potato fries. Or like sweet potatoes in general. Like, my brain can't process the thought of potatoes being sweet and not salty. But I do get the appeal. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's understandable. I used to dislike them too, but I warmed up to them in the last decade. Oh yeah, that reminds me of how I used to like loathe honey mustard, like chicken wings and stuff, or like pretty much on anything. But like I've warmed up to it recently, and like honey barbecue wings as well, like the honey barbecue sauce. I used to be like, this isn't spicy mild sauce. What is this? But now I arguably like it more than mild sauce, because some places have a mild sauce that's a little too spicy for me to really like enjoy it. So in that case, I'll either get like a honey barbecue or like a teriyaki or whatever. That's so nice. There's like a local bar up here, like 20 minutes away from my house, that makes like the best lemon pepper wings I've ever tasted. And like sometimes when we order pizza, like we'll order pizza from a different place and then go all the way to that bar just to get their lemon pepper wings to go with it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Swamp Silky, for the subscription. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Batotelli zone. I hope you enjoy the cute emotes of my puppies. Pizza, yeah. Oh my gosh. There is exactly one good pizza place up here. And the next closest one is like an hour away. But the one local place, there's this guy who works there called Pizza Joe. Pizza Joe does whatever he feels like. Like, usually he'll only come in on Mondays, but sometimes it's on Wednesdays. But whenever he's there, they get swamped with orders because he makes hand-tossed pizzas so well. And just, like, I like how he gets the pepperoni to be, like, extra crispy without making the pizza itself crispy. But that's really good pizza, oh my gosh. So yeah, when my mom and I are feeling particularly adventurous, we'll check and see what days Pizza Joe is working, and then we'll order pizza then, and then we'll go to that bar to get the lemon pepper wings. Oh, it's so good. But I must admit, I do miss, like, greasy New York style pizza from, like, the local pizzerias in my hometown. So, like, anytime I go, like, whenever I have a reason to go to my hometown, I'll just have pizza for dinner. Of course I'll have pizza. I'm Italian. I'm an Italian Batgirl. Yeah, that sounds like a yummy and fun time. Oh my gosh, yeah, I kind of have a pizza craving now too. Yeah. It's Friday, so I'm gonna have to wait a few days, but I can bring it up with Mother. See if she'd be up for another adventure figuring out when this guy's gonna be working. Nice. Yeah, that sounds good. Have I had Korean food before? I have not. I think that would be very interesting. I'm gonna look online and see if there's any Korean places in the city. And then the next time I go down there for like errands or whatever, I could give it a shot. I haven't had Korean food. I also haven't had Indian food before. I think if I haven't had either of them by the time that I take my trip to California, I could ask around and see if there's any cool places there. You've had Korean food, it's so spicy that you went back in time and invented the term. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard Indian food can get pretty spicy too. You know some Korean places? Nice! There's a Korean town nearby? Yeah, I'd love that. Another sippy. Ah. I also love, like, going out for gourmet burgers. There's this place called Cafe 86 in Austin, which my team and I went to when we were exhibiting at RTX. It's inside of, it's like a little side parlor, like right when you enter this really fancy Victorian style, like, hallway with a staircase. You turn left and there's a little cafe in there. And they have the best burgers that I've ever tasted. Oh my gosh. They even have a type of burger that they put like gold foil on, and you can eat it. Oh, but it was so amazing. And they have like these very thin shoestring fries that they serve with it that are also really good. Next, if I ever have a reason to go back to Austin, I'm going to that place again. Oh, your sister took you there when she used to go to school close to Austin? Oh my gosh, yes! The exact same one, I bet. There's also a donuts and chicken place called Birdie's that's ridiculously good. Oh my gosh. I also really miss Whataburger. Like, that has been a huge downside to not being able to go to a convention in a couple years. There's no Whataburger in the Northeast, obviously. It's like a Texas thing. like the last few PAX Souths that we went to, it was mostly just me, Jason, and Ashley, and we were like really pushing like Friend and Fairies games. And like, first day of the trip, Whataburger. Last day of the trip, Whataburger again. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I feel like it's blasphemy to say I don't like Whataburger as a Texan, but I genuinely only like their fries and chicken. Yeah, I get that. Like, I really like their fries, like, above everything else. And, like, Ashley's a vegetarian, so what she did was really clever. She asks for a specific, like, burger, but then she asks them to swap out the beef patty with fried onion rings. And it looked really good. I might actually try that sometime. Fast food around here tends to be McDonald's or KFC or Subway. Wish there was more choice, really. Yeah. I still like going to McDonald's on occasion for their premium chicken sandwiches, but yeah, the main fast food places, like Burger King and KFC especially, like, I am susceptible to food poisoning from those places, so... It's funny because it's ironic because I used to love them as a kid and go there all the time when I was younger, but like now my stomach literally cannot take them anymore. But there are healthier substitutes that are in kind of the similar vein as those places, at least. So like my go-to burger place now is like Five Guys. Anytime I go down to the city for errands, I usually just go to Five Guys and get a burger and a small fry. Like the small fry that fills half a bag. Oh my gosh, yeah. I feel that spacey. My tummy says no. Yeah, Bergs. I'm a burger girl. I also really like going out for sushi. Like, especially the kind that has, like, really crunchy stuff in it. I think it's a nice juxtaposition. Yay, sushi. Yeah. Yeah, my mom and I, go out for sushi every now and then as well. Yeah, and seafood. There's a fun conveyor belt sushi place that's relatively cheap near me. I love sushi. Yeah! Awesome! Especially if I can get, like, miso soup with it. In the UK, you can get sushi meal deals, though it's mostly sandwiches, wraps, and pasta. That still sounds nice. Miso soup and sushi. Oh, I really love hibachi, too. Like, down in my hometown, there's this really good hibachi place. And their fried rice was so amazing. I've been there like 3 or 4 times, and I remember every single one. It was just so good. Amazing fried rice. They also sell ramune there. Like, ramune is like literally the only soft drink I'll drink nowadays. 'Cause it's so nice, and I like the poppy marble thing in the bottle. And gosh, I think last time I got like the fried chicken and fried shrimp. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. Oh yeah, noodles are good too. Like, I went to like a real ramen noodle restaurant for the first time during my trip to Washington to see Woofle. Oh, that was amazing. It was like a dinner plate. Like, it was so filling. It was like having a dinner plate and soup. I loved it. I would not mind having that kind of ramen again in the future. Yeah, I asked around the last time I was in the city. I asked around to see if there are any good noodle places there, and the recommendations were like a little sparse, which I'm surprised about. But I just might like try some just for the heck of it. When I have real ramen one day, I highly recommend it. Very much so. And just like, especially on a cold day, to just have like a nice bowl of like big beefy ramen with like meats and egg and seaweed in it and stuff. Oh yes. Being meowed at. Oh, is your kitty wanting attention? Sippy time. Oh, sweet. Okay, noted for that recommendation, Alex. Thank you. Alright, so it's been around 90 minutes, so I'm gonna call it a day and push out this update to Freedom Plan 2 and see what everyone thinks. Thank you so much for chatting with me. It was nice to have a chat for once that wasn't so focused on Freedom Plan 2. Like, I don't mind talking about Freedom Plan 2 so much, because, you know, it's our baby and we love it. But like being able to talk about like other like topics every now and then, it's nice. And of course, I'm always up for answering any questions that you might have as well. But regardless, I thoroughly enjoy spending time with you all. And thank you so much for spending time with me and for making our conversations so engaging. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for chatting. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I can't wait to see you all next week. I will post a schedule as soon as I've figured things out. I might want to try and play some games that have caught my eye next week. But yeah, I'll figure out the schedule. So without further ado, thank you very much. I love you all, and I will see you all later. Bye.